Good morning, Lester Middle School Wildcats, and welcome to the week of May 18th through the 25th. Let's dive into what we've got going this week. So we go to our Learning Management System, Schoology, and you find the class that you have me with. And this is what it looks like from the teacher view. Let me view the course as a student. Let's see, who am I going to be this week? I know, Miss Avocado. I'll be Miss Avocado this week. Okay, so this is how a student would see it. We treat this like a checklist. We go here first for our assignments and this video that you're watching. We find the week that it is and your class. You guys are the red apple. All right, so announcements. I'm always doing what I cannot do yet in order to learn how to do it. We're doing that. We're learning how to do online school by doing it. And I thought it was very similar to when people play video games because at least board games, you have to like read the rules and know them and then play. But like nowadays in our situation now and like with video games, you don't like read all those rules, learn them, and then play the game. You kind of just jump in and learn as you're going. So I thought that was pretty poignant quote for the times. All right, so the instructional video link will appear here soon. Quizlet, a vocabulary quiz is coming soon. Make sure you know those words in there. If you want to know what the quiz looks like, play the test mode in Quizlet. It'll look similar to that, but you won't know which words will be chosen. Of course, there'll be words from that Quizlet. Okay, this week we have the rules of myths in ancient Greece. And a accompanying multiple choice. And the concept that we're extracting from this reading is reading for details, the richness in it. Of course, there's extra credit and enrichment. The free rice is the extra credit. The enrichment is the typing skills and any stories that you want to listen to. All right, so now let's go to the work. All right. May 18th through, I'll change that, it's actually the 25th, this week's work. All right, so you'll go here and you'll do your Quizlet, practice for your quiz that's coming up. Our textbook PDF version is here, and it was pages 363 through 369. So let's find that. 363 through 369. Prince and the Pauper. What do you think about that? I think it's really, really cool. If you're into Barbie movies, they made a Barbie movie version of it, and it's a musical. It's amazing. It's called The Princess and the Pauper. All right. Here we go. Roles of myths in ancient Greece from Greek mythology. So Simon Payment, which is really cool, he has a degree in psychology and education, and she taught elementary schools and publishing. So she really likes the thinking behind stories, and there are a lot of myths that tell what's important to a culture based on the myths that they have. And so the Greeks, very famous for their myths. And today we're taking a psychological look at what those myths are about and how they affected the culture. Very, very interesting. And landscape also affects, because if you have a desert, you might have like a myth that explains how a desert is made. And if you're in a place there's no snow, you're not going to have like a god about snow or ice or anything like that. So where can affect what your myths are about as well. All right, so we read this one, and we're looking at the structure, the organization, central idea, and again, details. Reading for details, that's what the concept is. So when you read for details, we look at texts have layers. There's a central idea, like there's a subject in a sentence grammatically, but then in a paragraph you have a central idea in the paragraph, and that builds on top of the central idea of the piece. And even it can go even more meta, because this is a selection within this collection, which the theme is about what tells tell. So you have this isometric, like a crystal when it's clear, and has like a beautiful structure, and there's like no flaws in it. That means on the molecule level and the big crystal level, it's all the same structure. It's isometric. And you have that with texts and with thoughts too. And that's what we're trying to look at. We're looking on like the molecule level, the paragraph level of what the central idea is, and how that builds to the crystal level, the piece of the story. All right, and we can prove that we do this through citing text evidence. You guys are pros at that now. All right, so that is what we're working on this week, the story, and then reading comprehension to prove that you understand what you read, and then to prove that you understand the concept. And the concept's the most important part, because you're going to be the concepts never change. No matter what you read in the future, the concepts are going to apply to it. And it's kind of like the spirits behind everything that we do. Like whatever you read in the future is going to have, those isometric elements to it. So the concepts is most important. All right, and to do the concepts, you would go back to this week, reading for detail, take the practice and the quiz, and then of course if you need me, I will be in here. All right, thank you. Have a fantastic day, week. Miss you guys.